Alright, I'm back! Been on a bit of a hiatus for new Bottom 100 reviews, but I am back, and back into the IMDb Bottom 100 with a vengeance. So let's start with Simon Says. Somebody thought it would be a good idea to do a movie starring Dennis Rodman and Dane Cook. This one really does baffle me, because I wonder how they got it out the door. How did they even get this started? I mean, honestly, the only okay part of this movie is actually Dennis Rodman. He's not great. I would venture to say he's a better actor than Michael Jordan, like in Space Jam, but he's adequate, I guess. Maybe it's just comparing him to everything surrounding him. Yeah, the biggest problem with this movie is just the concept itself. All of the acting, most of the acting is just bad. It's either bad or excessively over the top, like the villain in this movie, who has little animated characters on his evil computer to launch a giant rocket. Oh gosh, there's so much bad about this movie. So yeah, the main character is Simon, who's played by Dennis Rodman, and he meets coincidentally up with an old friend from Quantico or something, played by Dane Cook, who really doesn't serve a purpose in this movie, apart from to catalyze the plot and be annoying. Dane Cook you just can't stand him. It's horrible. But Dane Cook is sent overseas to look after the daughter of his boss, who has been kidnapped but is unaware of it, and it gets into a really excessively complicated kidnapping plot involving various mob interests, and who cares? The lead bad guy is really camming it up, and he's way over the top, but I will say he's the only watchable thing in the movie. Watching him have fun going over the top is thoroughly watchable. Really, I think there is some comic relief in this movie that's not very good. Dennis Rodman is working with a pair of monks who have like a secret spy base underneath their monastery, and they're both just goofy and stupid and do dancing or whatever. They're not really relevant for anything. Also, for whatever reason, an old fling of Dennis Rodman's character is also I don't know if she's like a mercenary, like a for hire person who shows up working with the bad guys and then changes sides or something. Honestly, I didn't care. I couldn't care. You can't care about this movie. Dane Cook just grinds all of the emotions out of you that you just can't. If his character were just not in the movie, or they just did something else, it might be just mediocre, but he's definitely the worst thing about it. He's the reason it's down here. There is some really crappy stunt work where you can basically see the wires and you can tell that it's wire work, which, when you're doing wire work stunts, the most important thing is to make it not look like a wire work stunt. But there's some bad action sequences. So between all the really bad comic relief and the really cheesy stunts, there's not really much else to say about this movie. Although the plot isn't very good, it at least gets from point to point, and it is... So over the past week, I've exposed my friends this in Bottom 100 movies, and I will say people were able to focus and sit down and watch this movie more so than any of the other Bottom 100 movies I had them watch, which says something it hits the right beats with the script. It knows when things are supposed to happen, so you don't get excessively bored watching it. You just really want Dane Cook to go away. Yeah, it was just miscasting, a bad concept. It's almost like it wanted to be a buddy cop thing between Dane Cook and Dennis Rodman, which is weird and wrong. So I don't really have a lot to add. I don't think this is very high in the Bottom 100 at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see it fall off. Apart from, it would be a shame to not have any of the Dennis Rodman movies down there. But to his credit, he's a better actor than Shaq. Phew. I don't know how those movies have managed. They were in the Bottom 100, like Kazam and Steel. I'm surprised they haven't stayed down there. But anyway, this is a thoroughly mediocre movie. Apart from Dennis Rodman, who was adequate, I didn't hate watching the movie outside of Dane Cook. If Dane Cook hadn't been in it, it would just be a forgettable, shitty action movie, honestly. And that's about all I've got to say about Simon Says. So... Simon Says, fuck this.
boy. Rocks. The big screen.
Incoming!
Hey, baby. Long time no see.
When the enemy strikes,
Did you bring the money?
Do you have the disc?
Simon is the man for the mission.
This is classified U.S. military software.
But when they hit too close to home,
Clear's been kidnapped.
he hit back.
Tell me what's going on before I go Picasso on your ass and rearrange your face.
Now Simon and his team
Excuse us, Major Gun Battle coming through here!
are teaching everyone how to play Simon Says.
We're going into battle. We need a theme.
Theme?
Yeah, something to get us pumped. It's over. It's all over.
It ain't over.
Simon Says.